Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning Lala Land. I'm so excited to welcome the gorgeous Elysia Rotaru to the show. She's an amazing beauty influencer, an incredible actress, busy woman in Hollywood.
Oh,
yes.
thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hi.
So we saw a hilarious interview with you and Harry Howard on Harry Howard Talks, and I wanted to invite you to our show so you could share with our audience a bit about your story and your journey to creating this life
Thanks.
for yourself.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. So tell us, what was your inspiration? Why did you want to pursue acting and entertainment?
I was always performing. I mean, when I was a kid, I was a competitive pianist, so it kind of just transcended throughout my life. High school theater, went into university, did a theater degree, and then didn't think I was actually going to be an actor as a career.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I was like on a path to psychology.
Oh, yeah.
Similar.
Yeah.
Right? For me, though, I ended up sucking at statistics and kind of switched gears in third year. So theater became my focus. Then again, graduated, didn't think I'd actually pursue it as a career. So it just kind of started to creep into my life in a way that was like, you need to be doing this. I got scouted, got an agent, tested within my first few weeks of signing, like all this crazy stuff. And I'm from Canada, so like doing that is a big thing.
From wherever you're
Yeah,
from.
yeah,
Canada,
I guess,
Michigan,
yeah.
or in Los
Yeah.
Angeles.
Sure.
I mean,
And thank you
that's
for saying that.
Yes.
'Cause, yeah.
And these are major shows, CW's Smallville. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
your IMDb credits are solid.
Oh, thanks. Like my clients.
You know,
That's
like,
right.
Yeah, I'm trying.
What advice would you give, though, to other young women pursuing this very same path?
I think it's a really different game now with social media that's come into play over the last decade, because I started this path 11 years ago, and then I've seen this transgression of how the influence of social media is kind of affecting the industry in a good and bad way in different avenues. So, but a lot of it is a head game, you know, like, can you keep going? What's gonna pull you out? What keeps you like what inspires you to keep going in this crazy, insecure world of the motion picture business or whatever. So I think for everyone, it's very poignant for them to find what grounds them in the business and what stories they want to tell.
What grounds you? What stories do you want to tell?
I mean, this is the thing. I'm obsessed and love horror movies. Like I love it. I don't know why. But
You
then
say it like
yeah.
I know.
Like,
Guilty pleasure.
yeah, it is. It is. But then I also love the other side. Like I love the Hallmark stuff, and I love, you know, the happy-go-lucky things, and I love voiceover, and I love video games. So like I get to play in all these fun pockets of the industry. So I've had a lot of exposure to things. So I like to pull from what inspires me from different areas.
Is there a particular mission and message that you want, or is it just that you just love the craft and you're just in there and wherever that goes?
Yeah, like at this point in time, I'm still trying to refine what that is going to look like as a whole. I just like to have fun and meet new people and collab and work on cool projects no matter what they are.
And you just did a really hilarious clip with Steven Sawchuk, Bachelor Canada, and it's like a 90s-based horror comedy about the consequences of not forwarding on chainmail. Do you guys remember in the 90s when everybody was
Yeah.
obsessed?
Yeah.
Like, if you don't send this to 10 people, you
Something
will.
bad will happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You'll get like eaten
Yeah.
by the monster in the closet. Yeah, so Steven is one of my best friends and a producer and my production partner. And we shot this short, and it's an award-winning film. I mean, we didn't expect it to really go beyond like some festivals, you know what I mean? But it's got some really great screen time. And yeah, he came up with the concept because we wanted to do something fun to keep our creative juices alive when we're like on set plugging away, you know what I mean? You need a little brain break. And we both love horror, we both love comedy, we have twisted, fun senses of humor. And we cast it with amazing local talent in Vancouver, where we're from, and shot it there. And it was my first time behind the camera producing full on, and I got a little bit of a like thing for it. And it was really challenging, and just being beside him and doing this together and seeing it come full circle is just so fun and
What was
magical.
most challenging about it?
Learning to produce. Like I never really understood the beast of the business on that sense. Because as an actor, it's just like, okay, you show up, here's your script audition. You're almost in and out. You know what I mean? Like you don't really get a chance to know it all. And so that was fascinating. Like getting a location, figuring out casting, the script, like going through that.
All of that.
Crafty, my mom. Thank you, thank you. You know, her cabbage rolls on set. You know, like just basics.
So what's next for for you. What are you most excited about?
Well, I did actually have a film premiere here in LA at the Dances with Wolves Festival called Killbird. It was another indie feature that we made up in Vancouver. I hope I can share that with the world soon. We're waiting to hear back on what's happening and from the producer and director of it, but that was so fun. It was my first time. It's a #1 on a call sheet, leading a powerhouse action thriller film. So it was like, I get goosebumps because I'm just like, I hope good things happen with it. It was just so intense. And then on the other side, I started producing my own stuff on YouTube just for fun. It's a show called Field Trip. I wanted to kind of expose the different cities that I go to because of my work. So anytime I get to go on a Comic-Con or film another project in a different city, I kind of like to hire a local videographer, editor, photographer, and shoot out a little episode of just like, hey, we're in this town, but I'm here because of this work engagement, but also like, let's check out this town. You know what I mean? And like,
to help reveal the personality of the city.
yeah, and then also help support local talent there.
So cool.
And just collab with those people as well, and then just put it out on the YouTube and see what happens, but also just kind of be real about what I'm doing, right? Like when I'm going to a Comic-Con, you know, it's like, yo, it's actually about all these people out here, the fans,
on
the
YouTube.
people,
Yeah,
you know, like the people that support
I
us.
love that
So.
though. Like keeping it real, keeping it 100 can be very difficult, especially in this business. Do you
Yeah.
have any advice that you'd share and just really keeping your mind right?
I mean,
100?
it's something we all battle with, I think, in a way. Like for me, it's just like, okay, take a moment to be as grateful as possible. You know what I mean? Like you have those weeks or those days where you're like, oh my God, what is life? Like, what is life? And then it's really nice to just take a step back and pat yourself on the back and be like, actually, hold on. Like, I used to be here, now I'm here, or now I'm here. And like, maybe that's your end goal, wherever that is. But just know that you should still enjoy it, and then surround yourself with good people, you know? Like, find that anchor in your life, maybe that you can have a nice conversation with that maybe isn't in the industry. I don't know, or maybe is in a different perspective. But just, I think you just have to keep this whole circuit alive and well and fresh, and like take care of your body, your mind, and your spirit.
Well, tell people where they can follow your personal journey.
I'm at ElysiaRotaru.com on all my social handles, including YouTube. So subscribe. But that's
on
me.
YouTube.
Yeah.
That's right. That you love that.
Thank you so much. We are Good Morning Lala Land, America's first
Thank
live
you.
streaming daily talk show, coming to you live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. All of today's interviews are available as a podcast on iTunes, and the whole show is streaming on EverTalk TV, available on Apple TV and Roku.
That's right. We're waking up the world together. Have a great Transformation Tuesday. Subscribe, follow, and go find her on YouTube.
Yes.
It's going to be a good morning,
Thanks, guys.
Lala Land.